Hi everyone, it's me, Lindsay with EquipMeOT, here today to talk about how to shower after a C-section or similar abdominal surgery. Now, every abdominal surgery is going to be a little bit different, so always consult with your surgeon or practitioner about what your rules are to make sure you're following them. But generally speaking, this bit of advice should help most. So let's start with how I would set up the bathroom. The biggest thing is to understand immediately following surgery, you're going to be sore, tired, maybe a little woozy. So we want to set up for the most comfortable situation possible. So you want to enjoy your first shower. If you still have any sort of abdominal wound covering, whether that's a binder, some sort of pad or covering of the wound, that actually has to come off before you can shower, or it needs to be covered. You do not want to soak any sort of covering because that could be a problem for infection risk. If you are allowed to cover it and shower still, something like press and seal over that padding will actually do a pretty good job of keeping most of the water out. It won't be perfect, but it's a really good place to start. Just simply covering it, then a little bit of paper tape over the top edge of it, just kind of acting as a shield barrier over that spot. Another thing I strongly recommend is a seat. Now, whether you have a tub shower combo like this, or you have a walk-in shower or whatever it might be, a seat is a really, really good idea. Not everyone needs to sit for the entirety of their shower, and most people after abdominal surgery can actually stand fairly well for their showers. But a few things I've noticed. One is you tend to shower as quickly as possible if you're standing the whole time because you fatigue very quickly or you're in pain. And that's not particularly enjoyable. You're not getting the most benefit from that first shower. I also recommend this if you're on medications that make you at risk for lightheadedness or low blood pressure, which is common with some pain meds, putting you at a slightly higher fall risk. So having a seat ready for you, this is a very low cost seat. I'm gonna put links down below to which ones are in this video, but this seat can be worth its weight in gold if it's just for peace of mind that you're gonna be safe during that first shower or first few showers following surgery. Something else I strongly recommend are a long-handled scrubbing solution. This is kind of the hospital grade one. You might be given one of these in the hospital. These are great for getting down low and getting your lower legs and feet. This one I actually created. This is the EOT Wellness design, and this has a silicone form so that it's a little bit easier to keep it sanitized if you have open wounds that you're contending with. But again, it can be used to get down low, access your feet, your lower legs, so that you're not having to bend and put extra pressure on that fresh wound. This one also has the added benefit of being able to be used as a scalp scrubber, and this is nice if reaching up overhead becomes really difficult or uncomfortable, again because of the incision. So having something like this on hand can make a really big difference, again, in enjoying that shower. The last thing I strongly encourage folks to have in place before having surgery of any kind is a handheld shower head. The big reason you want a handheld shower head, whether you're seated or standing, is because it allows you to direct the water away from blasting directly on that sore, fresh incision. In fact, after surgery for several weeks, you're not allowed to submerge or heavily soak that area while it's healing. You want that wound to be healed up entirely before you really submerge it in water. But it is okay to spray it gently with water from your handheld shower head. So having something that you have more control over can prevent you from accidentally having too much water spraying on that and becoming uncomfortable. So I'm going to show you real quick my recommendation for how to safely step into the shower following surgery, so your transfer in, to make sure that you're safe and sound. So what I recommend is that you're going to stand facing the wall. If you have a wall and no grab bar, that is okay. You're going to want to use that to support yourself. When you have a transverse abdominal incision, those abdominal muscles have been impacted. So being able to lift your legs up can be very difficult. That's why bracing on the wall so that you can even use your hand to assist with stepping over a tall tub edge can be very, very helpful. I have a grab bar in my shower. If I were in this situation, I would definitely use it. If you do not have a grab bar and are not interested in installing a permanent solution, I do have some options that are suction cup friendly. Depending on whether you're comfortable with that or not, there are some options like that. There are also some grab solutions that mount to the side of the tub. I will put those all down below, but I'm using my mounted grab bar and I really appreciate having this, especially if I was in this situation. Now from here, I can stand to complete my shower using my handheld shower head, either mounted up high or down low. I like it here because I can control how much water, again, I would get on my abdomen. Or if I choose, I can sit. And from a seated position, I can really get myself clean and comfy. One thing to note is have all of your preferred products within close reach so you're not having to get up and down frequently. Again, just kind of making the entire experience more pleasant. If you're using soaps near your fresh incision, make sure that they are a low fragrance or hypoallergenic soap. Oftentimes when you come home from the hospital, they'll send you with baby shampoo. Baby shampoo is very, very gentle on freshly cut skin. So if you are washing your skin and you have a sponge or a washcloth, make sure that that is a clean sponge or washcloth with every use to prevent the transfer of bacteria. And instead of rubbing across the incision, that's a no-no, you're going to pat gently and then spray the water gently like this. Come from above. Don't blast it directly. Come from above and let that water spray down. Now, when you are a little farther along in your recovery, you can be a little bit less fussy with your cleaning process, but that's really what you want to do early on. Again, pat to put the soap on, rinse thoroughly. It is important that you keep the incision clean, but do it the right way and you won't run the risk of causing damage or harm to the area. When you're done with your shower, same thing when you dry off. Dry off normally, except for the incision. Again, no rubbing. You do not want to aggressively dry the area. You may have staples or sutures or glue, and you do not want to run the risk of causing any damage or irritation to the skin. You're going to pat dry that incision. From there, you're going to finish up your shower. A lot of people actually like getting dry sitting here in the shower like this because you're already here. So having that towel real nice and close, but otherwise you're just gonna stand back up. Again, I love having this grab bar here, but I can also use my seat and I can come to a nice slow stand, catch yourself for a minute. Hot water can cause your blood pressure to drop. So just be aware, if you have the tendency to get woozy, standing up from a hot shower is a very prime time for people to become lightheaded. So give yourself a second here, and then you're going to gently, if you need to, help yourself out, kind of controlling that abdomen, move slowly, and you can finish the process. So there you have it, a simple solution for how to shower following abdominal surgery like a C-section. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you need more information like this on how to stay safe and independent in your home and community, consider subscribing to EquipMeOT. Thank you.